Hey guys, this is video log number 3 on May 4th, 2015. Shooting again here at Scenic Jazz Cars on Wrightsville Avenue in Wilmington, North Carolina. I picked a different corner this week so you could see other kind of things that are here. But remember, stuff changes and you never know what's going to be here and when. So first off, my PSA for the week. You know when you get a new window, an aluminum window, and it says make sure that you only raise and lower it from the top of the frame? Here's why. Ow. It was 2 this morning and I was sort of half awake and I went to shut the window and I used the bottom of the window and the aluminum snapped and crushed my finger for about 15 seconds and that's all it took. So knitting is an adventure this week. It might be a crochet week because that hurts like you wouldn't believe. What else is going on? I went strawberry picking this week and let's stop right now and I'll put a little clip in because it was very cool. Hey guys, I'm at the Lewis You Pick Strawberries in Wilmington, North Carolina with my neighbor and her mom. And the last time I took Little Loopy berry picking, it was about 95 degrees. So it's cloudy out today, but at least it's not too hot, and look at the size of these beautiful berries. So I'm gonna just take a quick picture of the field so you can see. And lest you think I was cheating and not working this week, I was, my friend drove and I was crocheting in the back seat of the car while we were driving, so I only took a little break. Okay, I'm going to stop here because there's children here and I don't want unidentified children in my video. But this is it and it's very cool. We're having a really good time. I can tell I'm going to wind up shooting in chunks today because the shop is busy. Usually it's a little quiet on Mondays, but as the summer comes and the tourists come into town, I guess we're going to be busy and that's a good thing for all of us. So what have I been working on this week? Many things that I cannot show you because they will be in the knitting book, which is coming out sooner rather than later. So that's no fun and I can't share, but I can't share. I'm not at the point where some of these projects, if I showed you an extreme close-up like I did last week, you'd still know what it was. So that cat still has to stay in the bag for a little while. I almost said box. I watched too much Big Bang Theory and everything is Schrodinger's cat. I did do a very cool blog post for Dara Moores. That's blog.daramoores.com. It's not up yet. It should be in a couple of days. I'll put a link up when it's available, but I did a little tutorial on how to make granny rectangles and how to make granny triangles. Particularly with the rectangles, there's 29 different ways to do it. There's no one-size-fits-all way, but I did do a basic post on that, and that should be up pretty soon. I also recently did a tutorial for them on knitted picot hems, and I'll let you know when that's up. Should be soon. What else have I been making? I just want to share these with you because I think they're cool. These are not for a book or a project or anything other than I'm selling them here in the shop, and I'm thinking about selling them online. I haven't decided yet, but I have been doing felted bowls in different shapes. They're either crocheted or knitted first and then machine felted, and then I have been putting inserts in them that are made of vintage fabric. So I've done 4 so far, different colors, different shapes. I want to experiment with some beads and stuff like that, but this is something that's here at the shop, and I just have a really good time. I love felting, and I love the sculptural quality of it. So I wanted to show you one of those. And let's see, the last thing I'm going to show you this week is my new favorite knitting bag, which I got from my fine friends at Lion Brand at CHA, which is the Craft and Hobby Show. I got it in January and I haven't been able to show you until now. So this is not a paid placement. I was given the bag as a gift because I have friends that work there, but I'm just showing you the bag because I think it's cool. It's called the 2-in-1 bag. So let's see if I lean back. Maybe I can get the whole thing in. It comes in all kinds of different colors. I got the blue because that's my favorite. But what I like about it is this. There are a lot of bags out there now that you can get that have holes in them, so you can bring your yarn out of the hole and work on your project. So if I'm stitching away on this granny square, I'm having a granny square week, again because my hand hurts. I'm stitching away on this granny square, the yarn is inside the bag, and it comes out through the hole, and that way the yarn can't roll away. When I used to knit and crochet on the subway, this would have been a very handy thing to have. Now there are other people that make bags like this, but my problem is this. What do you do with the project? If you want to stick it back in the bag, it'll catch on the zipper, or the ones that have Velcro tops. If you try and stick the project back in the bag that has the holes in it, you can really mangle the project. The working yarn gets caught in the zipper. So what they did at Lion is they took this bag and they put it inside this bag. So they go together. So the inside bag holds the yarn and the yarn comes out of the hole and you can work on your project, but then the inside bag and the whole project can go in the clear bag, and it's clear so you can see what's in there. I don't knit or crochet on the subway anymore because I don't live in New York anymore, but the number of times that I have lost a ball of yarn on an airplane that has gone under the seat and rolled to the back, and then you have to explain to people that they can't just pick up the ball and toss it to you because it's attached, that they have to sort of shove it up under the seats to get it back to you. So the next time I fly, this is the bag that's going with me, and my yarn skeins and projects will stay in the bag where they belong. Speaking of flying, I get to stay home for a little bit. My next trip is TNNA after a brief driving trip to get little Loopy home to her father after freshman year is over, which is next week. Can you believe it? I certainly can't. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next week and have a good week.